May as well just put that there. Nope. Let's figure out how to set this up. There we go. Let's see if the stream can connect. We've got Captain Raycon CS6 Rev 6. How you doing? The snake appears. Hi, Nightwolf. So, you may be wondering why we're here in the car really early in the morning and I'm in uniform. I thought that I had service training today, but work doesn't start for another 2 hours, and I've already driven an hour and a half to get here. So I kind of have to just exist here for a really long time. So I figured we shall stream, since I've basically got nothing better to do. Except maybe go back to Starbucks so I can go to the bathroom. But I don't know about that. So I think I have time. Yeah, I have time. What kind of job you got? I'm a lifeguard. As you can see by the shirt. And I figured since we are just here and I don't particularly have anything else that I could do right now, we can stream. Because it's like the one thing that I'm good at doing. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. I have no idea how well the connection's gonna hold up, but we'll have to see. But first, we must wait for this guy to move. There we go. Okay. And now we can drive. Hopefully not immediately drop the phone. So, there we go. Nope, that's not gonna work. You know what? I'm gonna set this up like this. So I can't talk to the chat now because I'm driving. But I can talk about some things that are happening later on this channel. We have a bit of channel news. And such news mainly consists of a new type of video, which will only be being made for a while, probably for the next couple months. But I have no idea what my next review is going to be. And I don't know what the review after that's going to be. And I still won't know what the review after that's going to be. I'm not going to know what these reviews are going to be until I'm already making them. So, let your imagination run wild for what that might be. We are now at a traffic light. So, I can look at the chat a little bit. Remember this. Remember what? And it actually, the entire video concept is in this car right now. There we go. But essentially, I'm just gonna say what this idea is. I have 3 bins, which hold basically half of my collection is in these bins. And I'm trying to get rid of them. But not very many people want to buy these blasters. So essentially, I have these 3 enormous bins that are full of random blasters, and I genuinely do not remember what's in any of them. So, every 2 weeks or so, we're going to get, or every week, for the review, I'm going to film myself opening one of these bins with a blindfold on, putting my hand in, shuffling it around, and pulling a blaster out at random. And once I pull the blaster out, I have 5 minutes to remember it, figure it out, recall what it does, and if it's not tested or I don't really remember it enough to confidently make a video, put it back in or leave it out and reserve the spot for another one. If I do remember it within the 5 minutes and I know what it is, I make a review on it in one take with no cuts. The only cut is for the firing demo, which will remain as it is now. But the whole review, everything in it, one take, no cuts. And then my opinion and mod potential after the firing demo is also one take, no cuts. Any screw-ups will remain in the video. And the reason I'm doing this is 1, because it's fun. 2, because a lot of people have actually complained about how many cuts I make in my videos. And the fact that, like, I talk so much, and then I cut so much, and then I talk. They say that I'm fake, that I can't really do that, and that I'm just lying to myself, I guess. And I want to make a point here that my review style is as it is because that's literally just what happens. I only make cuts in the videos because it makes it a bit easier to edit later. But I can talk that fast. Alright, we're at another traffic light. No more chat. So feel free to ask questions in the chat, and I will answer them when I get the chance. And I'll try and answer them in bulk. And there goes everyone. We're approaching yet another traffic light. And you know what that means. Oh, the traffic light has turned green. I will wait until the next traffic light. But really, like, I think that it'll be fun to try and review these blasters just off the top of my head in one take. I think it's going to be quite a challenge. It'll be quite interesting to see how it goes. And even if a review turns out bad, I will still post it and remake the video professionally another time. But if the review, like, works well, I get all the points across fine, and there's no issues with it, that's going to be the review on this blaster. It's not just going to be an event. It'll be the review. And then after I review the blaster, I may sell it, but more than likely I will just donate it or give it to one of my friends. And if I pull something out that I've already made a video on, I'll put it back in and continue shuffling. Alright, we are at this traffic light that takes forever. Driving is scary. Hi, Shadow B. Not really. Is that a Subaru you're driving? No, it's a Chevrolet. It's a Chevrolet. we've driven a Subaru before. I don't think I've driven a Subaru, but I've been in one. And I've only been in one. Like, I don't really have much experience with different car brands. Because for the longest time, my mom was a Jeep person. So every single car that she got was a Jeep. All of them. All of them were Jeeps. And so essentially, since every car was a Jeep, I was the most familiar with Jeeps. Then at some point, we traded the Jeep in for a Subaru. And we had that Subaru for like 2-3 months maybe. And then we traded that in for another Jeep. And at some point, my mom got a Ram truck. And that's kind of when her truck mode started. And she just had this truck. It's a Chevrolet, yeah. It's your favorite Nerf revolver except for the strong arm. Maverick and strong arm, those two are the best. Otherwise, I don't know. Alright, traffic light's green. Can't look at chat anymore. But what the heck else? I can't remember what else I was saying. Oh yeah, so we had the Subaru. We went back to a Jeep. And the Jeep after the Subaru was honestly one of the best cars I think we've ever had. It was a 2014 Cherokee Trailhawk. It's 4x4. That car was fun. It was fast and quiet and smooth, and it got really good gas mileage, and it was very comfortable, very luxurious, very fun car. Very, 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 very fun. And after that, I don't particularly recall anything else. Because we had the Ram truck, and that was just Mom's truck. Like, it didn't take that much rocket science to figure out. Actually, I'm not gonna leave the island yet. I'm going to just turn around. Back to Target or something, go to the bathroom. I mean, I have the time to go all the way there. Yep, nah, I'll just come over here. And then my dad got a red truck, and that's the truck that I've used for, I mean, basically since I started driving, was my dad's red truck. And that truck I have aptly named Kevin, because Kevin is the right name to describe the kind of person that truck would be, if it were a person. But Kevin's kind of a nugget. It's not a bad car, but I wouldn't particularly say it's a good one either. So, I don't really know what to say there. And then we have this car. This is a Chevy Suburban, which I'm calling the Tank, because it is enormous and heavy, and it takes forever to get up to speed. Like, this car takes like 10 months to get up to speed. But once it's up to speed, it's up to speed. And it stays going fast until you hit the brakes. Like, you can cruise this car for a very, very long time. I'm not holding the gas down, I'm just going. The point being that it is a, whatchamacallit, it's a fun car. Kevin the truck isn't really that fun of a car. And it's a truck, it works. It does truck stuff. But the turning radius is abysmal. And I cannot stand it. driving it is legitimately annoying because of how large the turning radius is. It's like a 5-lane wide turning radius. And you don't really understand how bad it is until you actually try to drive the car. And you realize that you legitimately turn. You go all the way forwards, you go all the way, the steering wheel stops because it can't turn anymore, and you're still going like so wide that to make a right turn, you're cutting into the middle lane. Not the right lane like you're supposed to. You end up cutting into the middle lane because that's the tightest turn that the truck will allow. It's awful. It's awful. It belongs in a horror book. It's horrendous. But that's Kevin. And Kevin is the car that we are trading for the Tesla. And for those who are unsure, the Tesla is a Model S. And it's a car that I'm pretty excited to get. Because 1, turning radius, 2, it's smaller, 3, it's probably more comfortable, 4, heated steering wheel, which the truck doesn't have for some reason, and 5, electric car, which I know that electric cars are kind of controversial because it's like you have an electric car, it's like supposed to be, oh, it's the future, but then if the batteries die, what the hell are you gonna do there? And both sides of that coin are reasonable. But I've always lived by the idea that if you get an electric car, put money aside anyways, as if you're getting gas until you have, at the very least, $10,000. If you have $10,000 saved, you're good. Because when those batteries do inevitably need to be replaced, you replace them once, and then you have that car for another 10, 20 or so years before you have to worry about batteries again. And I think that that's important. But we have now gotten to Target. And what time is it? I can't see the time. I'm not allowed to see the time. What about the hammer shot? Hammer shots! Okay. I think it could be better. She's using his phone while driving. Color pop. Nah, I don't use the phone while driving just when, like, there's nothing else to do. Or when I made that baldy over there. How's it feel to have no there, Joe? I remember that too. Lag. Yeah, I'm gonna end this stream. I just thought it would be fun to hang out and talk to you guys for a bit. But yeah, gonna see if we can find any new nuggets or super soakers or anything else. And if we do, you know what has to happen. We'll see y'all later. Bye.